Okay. So Robin, let's go ahead and come down and onto our backs. If you've got a couple of pillows around, let's start off that way. Um, Pillows are nice, they're not required, but they can be nice to have for this one. So come all the way down and onto your back and let the soles of the feet come together to touch. And then you're gonna take the pillows and you're just gonna wedge them. So the knees are gonna come out to the side and you're gonna wedge the pillows up and underneath your hips. And then your hands can kind of come to the upper part of your glutes. And you're just gonna kind of shimmy, tuck your tail, tuck your chin in towards your chest. And then just let yourself breathe here. So hands could rest on your belly. And allow yourself just to come into your breath. So nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Let's go for 3 more big breaths. Big inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Two more. And exhale. And allow yourself just to come back into some stable breath. So checking in with where you feel your heartbeat. Can you feel it down into the soles of the feet? Up through the calves and the shins. Into the front and the back sides of the knees. Up to the hamstrings and your quads, your IT bands. Up into the hips. The low part of the belly and the groin. Into the low base of the belly. The low part of the back of the sacrum. Into the midsection of the belly and back. Right below the rib cage. Up into the ribs and the lungs. The solar plexus of the chest, and the diaphragm. Up into the heart. In between the shoulder blades. The top of the chest. Scanning from the fingertips into the palms, into the wrists, up the biceps, into the top of the chest, and into the armpits, into the shoulders, into the base of the neck and throat. into the throat, jawline, the cheeks, sockets of the eyes and the temples, to your third eye, full fourth head, and all the way up to the top of the skull. Check in with where you feel your heart beating the heaviest. And breathe into that space. So always starting off our class in a space of gratitude. We give gratitude to the universe. Deep breathing of wisdom and knowledge and love. Give gratitude to the earth, which reminds us that we live in a space of abundance rather than a space of scarcity. Give gratitude to the indigenous peoples of these lands. So from here all the way up to Masuba, the northern Cheyenne, the Cheyenne, the Crow, the Salish, the Blackfoot, the Kalispel, the Ponderay, the Kootenai tribes. Your gratitude for this practice of yoga, and for Black and Brown people as the original creators and sustainers of this practice. The space of ahimsa, also known as nonviolent love and action. Give gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves, our own ancestors and our own lineage. And if there's a person or persons, place or places that you'd like to dedicate your practice to today, you can take the time to do so now. Nice deep inhale. And on your exhale, slowly, using the inner part of the thighs, pull your knees together to touch in the center. Then you're going to heel toe your feet. You can move your pillows off to the edge of the mat and away from you. Move your feet to the edge of the mat and let your knees knock in. Squeeze your knees together. Maybe squeeze your glutes and just lift your hips ever so slightly and set them back down for 4. Doesn't have to be a huge lift. Be mindful of your knees for 3. For 2, and for 1. Then slowly let the knees rock over to the left-hand side. I like to grab from my opposite elbows overhead, but the hands can always just lay down towards the sides. Let the knees rock over to the right-hand side, and then just windshield wiper back and forth, side to side with some nice wide legs. And then slowly let the knees drop over to the right. Heel toe that right foot over. And see if you can pick up that right ankle and just drape it on the outside of your left knee. As you breathe into the top of that left hip, soften through the left side of the body. Try to keep both of your shoulder blades down on the earth. Let the weight of the right foot and ankle be heavy on top of that thigh to pull it down towards the earth a little bit more. Big inhale. And then exhale, slowly move your knees back to your center line. You're going to take your left foot up off the mat And then weave your hands in between the leg and the thigh and pull the legs in towards you, coming into a reclined figure 4, flex through both of your feet. And you can use your right elbow on the inside of your right knee, just to suggest that that hip opens up a little bit more. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. And exhale, slowly release. Extend that left leg high to the sky. Big inhale. And slowly release that right foot on top of that left leg and extend both legs high to the sky. Big inhale. Carve down through the low belly. Press the soles of the feet away from you. Wrap your muscles around your bones. And slowly put a bend in the knees and bring the soles of the feet back down to the earth again. Heel toe the feet out wide. And slowly windshield wiper the feet back and forth side to side again. And then you're slowly going to let the legs and knees drop over to the left hand side this time. Again, arms can come up overhead if you want to. And then you're going to pick up that left ankle and drape it to the outside of your right knee, opening up through the right hip, through the low part of the belly. Press down through the right shoulder blade. Breathe into the belly. Two more big breaths. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, slowly pull your knees back to your center line. Draw the knees into the chest with that left ankle still stacked over your right thigh. And then weave the hands back behind that right hamstring so you can pull the leg in towards you. Flex through both of your feet. Open up through the outside of that left hip. You can always kind of rock back and forth side to side here. Big inhale. Exhale, find a little bit of softness in the outside of that left hip. Again, big inhale. And then exhale, extend that right leg high to the sky. Flex and press that foot away from you. Release the leg. Think about wrapping your muscles around your bones. And then release that left leg and press it high to the sky. Flex both feet back in towards the face. Big inhale here. And slowly put a bend in the knees and grab for the outsides of the feet, coming into a happy baby. Flex through the feet and then slowly let yourself just shift back and forth, massaging out through the low back and sacrum. Checking in with the hips. And then release. Let that left leg move all the way down towards the end of the mat. Interlock your fingers around the front part of your right shin and pull your right knee down towards your right armpit. Flex through the feet. Hold here and then create some resistance. So press the shin into the palms into the shin. So you can create a little bit of a gap in your right hip. Big inhale. And then take that left hand to the outside of the right knee. Right hand comes long and wide, and you're going to go ahead and turn and stack your right hip over your left. The inside arch of your right foot moves down towards the left-hand side of the mat. Try to keep your right shoulder blade pulling down to the earth and breathe into your twist. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Then exhale, slowly move your hips back to center line. Extend your right leg high to the sky. Flex the foot away from you. Wrap your muscles around the bones. Try to keep that space in between the leg and the hip. And then slowly lower that leg all the way down to the end of the mat. Engage your right glute. Same thing on that opposite side. Interlock the fingers around the front part of that left shin. Pull your left knee down towards your left armpit first to start. And then create that resistance. So press the shin into the palms into the shin, creating a gap in that left hip. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, right hand to the outside of that left knee. Left hand comes long and wide. And then turn and stack your left hip over your right. Turn and look out past your left fingertips. Try to keep the left shoulder blade down to the earth as the inside arch of the left foot moves down towards the right hand side of the mat. Breathe into the belly and the twist. Exhale. 2 more big breaths here. Big inhale. And exhale. Last one, big inhale. Exhale, slowly move yourself back to your center line. Extend that leg high to the sky. Flex the toes away from the face. Wrap your muscles around your bones. And slowly lower that left leg all the way down towards the end of the mat. Find the length in the leg as you lower. And then pull both knees up into the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug here. Pull down through the low belly. Relax the tailbone. Back of the skull comes down to the earth. Tuck the chin in towards the chest. And then take the hands to the back part of the thighs and then just slowly rock and roll on your spine to bring yourself up and into a tabletop. So palms are gonna plant. And you can kind of just swish and sway, hips back and forth, side to side. Tops of the feet are flat to the mat. Your low belly is engaged here. And once you find a little bit of balance with your sway and within the hips, press down through the palms, press down through the tops of the feet and shins, and then inhale into your cow. Heart pulls forward, crown of the head rises to the sky, and then exhale. Pull up and in on the low belly and round into your cat. Inhale, heart and chest move forward. Exhale, press and pull. One more time, inhale, heart and chest move forward. And then exhale, press and pull. Inhale back into your table. Take your right leg back behind you. Fire up through the muscles. So wrap them around the bones and take the right leg out. You're going to turn your toes to the right hand side of the mat, and then you're going to swing your right leg out and over. Drop the inside arch, and then you're going to point and pull the foot back behind you so the top of the foot hits the left hand side of the mat. So flex, turn the toes out, pull it over. So finding some big rotation in the hip. We'll go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. That right foot comes to the outside of the mat, and then you're going to pull your right knee behind your left knee and pull yourself back into a cross-legged child's pose. Be mindful of your knees here. Crawl your fingertips out in front of you. Check in with the front part of the hip. Engage your low belly, fingertips crawl out. Breathe here. 2 more big breaths. Big and exhale. 1 more time, big inhale. And then exhale, shift yourself forward. Release that right knee from behind your left. Let your hips kind of swish and sway back and forth, side to side here. And then we're going to do the same thing on that opposite side. So find that rotation and balance in the hips. And then same thing again. Ground down and plant through the palms. Take the left leg back behind you. Fire up through the leg and then lift and float the leg up off the mat. Turn the toes so they look to the left-hand side of the mat, and you're going to swing that leg out. Inside arch of the foot hits, and then you point and pull it back. So it crosses behind that right leg. Flex and pull it out. Point and pull it back. We'll go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. leg crosses back and behind. Put a bend in that left knee. Pull it back behind your right. And then take yourself into a cross-legged child's pose. Draw your fingertips out in front of you. Be mindful of your knees here. Chest and belly can lay over the top of that right thigh. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, slowly pull yourself up. Release that left knee from behind your right. And then go ahead and just create a little bit more movement in your hips. So again, check in with the stack. Check in if you're holding tension in any particular space. Kind of lean into that. Massage through it. Low belly stays engaged. Then you're going to take your palms and slide them towards the top of the mat as you drop down through your heart and chest and press down through the tops of the feet and shins. Puppy pose. Big inhale here. Breathe into the upper part of the back, right in between the shoulder blades. Your forehead can be down to the earth. You can also tilt your chin so it is out to the mat. That can be a lot of constraint and compression on the back of the neck, the top of the shoulders, so just be mindful. Big inhale. And then exhale. Pull the low belly in and drag your sit bones down towards your heels, coming into a child's pose. Catch that compression on the tops of the thighs. Again, you can kind of shift back and forth side to side. Draw the fingertips out in front of you. 2 more big breaths here. Big inhale. Exhale. One more time. Big inhale. And then exhale slowly. Pull yourself forward. So come back into that puppy pose for a moment. And then you're going to press into your palms and your forearms. And you're going to drag your shoulders over your elbows as you come down onto your pelvis. And bring yourself into your Sphinx pose. Good grief. Big inhale here. So press down through the pelvis. Crown of the head raises high to the sky. Wrap your muscles around your bones here. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time. Big inhale. And then exhale. Let your elbows flare out to the sides. Stack your palms on one another and bring your forehead down to the earth. Lift the right leg up off the mat. Left leg is limp and heavy on the mat. And we're just going to slowly pulse here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Lift a little bit higher. Lift a little bit more. And slowly release. Release through your right glute. You can kind of shimmy back and forth side to side through the hips. Same thing on that opposite side. Maybe you change up the stack with the hands. You don't need to. But nice just to switch it up. Point your left toes and wrap your muscles around the bones. And then slowly lift the left leg up off the mat. Float and hover here. Relax through the shoulders. And then we lower and lift. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. Right leg is still limp to the mat. One more time. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lift a little higher. Relax through the hips. One more time. Inhale, lift a little higher. And then exhale, slowly release. Put a bend in both knees. Windshield wiper your feet back and forth, side to side here. And then take the toes, with the toes tucked down to the earth. Release the hands and bring them right next to the bust line. Press to the knees and send the hips back and high into a down dog. So pedal out through the hips, check in with your feet. Pull up and in on the low belly. Press into your palms. You can pedal out through the heels, just opening up from one side to the other through the hips. And then slowly tiptoe your feet up to meet your hands at the top of the mat. Let yourself hang super heavy here. Maybe shake your head yes, maybe shake your head no. And then on the next inhale, hands move up the front part of the feet and shins, flat back. Exhale down and over the tops of the thighs. And then inhale, sweep yourself high to the sky. Arms come high. Exhale, tent the arms. Open up through the heart and the chest, and then close the hands back to your center line. All right. Inhale, arms sweep high to the sky. Exhale, dive down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, palms plant. Step yourself back into your plank pose. Press back through your heels and then just drop down through one knee and then the other, just slightly stretching through the back part of your calves. So pedaling out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop down to both knees, toes foot flat, lower all the way down to the chest and belly. Hands are right next to the bust line. You can lift one leg and then the other. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Press down through the tops of the feet. And then baby cobra. Hold here. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. Last one, big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Tuck the toes. Press to the knees. And then send the hips back and high again, down dog. Slowly tiptoe your feet up to meet your hands again, top of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. And then exhale, let yourself come down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, sweep yourself high to the sky. Breathe into the low part of the belly. Exhale, tent the arms. And then close the hands up. Hands move down to your sides. Okay. Coming into a sun B, sweep yourself into your chair pose for a brief moment. Send the hips back. Engage your low belly. Lift through the heart and chest. Exhale, bring yourself down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, palms plant. Step back into your plank and then shoot your hips right back into your down dog. Big inhale here. Right leg is going to come back behind you, 3-legged dog. Press down into that right palm, pull down through your left heel and spot your right pinky. And you're going to step your right foot wide as you press back through your left heel and drop down to your left knee. You can stay here on your palms. You can also take a block and come down and onto the block, or you can come all the way down to your forearms, holding here in lizard lunge. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale. Put a bend in that back knee, and you can come onto your forearms or stay on, or you can come onto your palms. And then see if you can reach around to grab onto that foot to pull the heel in towards the glute to release the front part of your hip flexor and the front part of your left quad. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, release that foot. You're going to bring yourself to your palms and then heel toe your right foot across your mat and bring yourself down and into a half pigeon pose. So you can have as much of a bend in that right knee as you need to. Try not to collapse into your right hip. So prop your hip with a block if you need to. Lift through your heart and your chest. And then slowly bring yourself all the way down onto your forearms, coming into a restorative pigeon. Hold here. Breathing into the outside of that hip, checking in with your knee, big inhale. And exhale. 2 more big breaths, big inhale. And exhale. Last one, big inhale. And then exhale slowly. Come to your palms. Put a bend in your back knee and see if, like you're hitchhiking, you can reach around. You can always grab on to your leggings or your tights. Or you can grab on to the inside of that foot and pull your heel in towards your glute. And then turn your torso back towards the front of the room. Keep breathing here. Exhale. 2 more big breaths, big inhale. And exhale, last one, big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Both palms come down to the mat. You're going to use your back toes to kind of pull your hips forward and press into your palms. Take yourself off of that hip. Step your right foot right back to meet your left and press yourself right back into your down dog. Pedal it out. Same thing on that left-hand side. Left leg comes high to the sky. Big inhale. Spot your left thumb and step your left foot wide. Or excuse me, your left pinky. And drop down to that right knee. You can stay here on your palms. You can also come down onto a block or pillows, or come all the way down onto your forearms. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. From here, you can stand in your forearms or come to your palms. Move your knee back with the use of the right toes and put a bend in the knee as you sweep around to try to grab for that back foot to open up through the front part of your right quad and hip flexor. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. Last one, big inhale. Exhale, slowly release the foot. Take the palms back down to the mat and heel toe your left foot across your mat, bringing yourself down and into your half pigeon. Big inhale here. And then on your exhale, slowly bring yourself down and over the inside of your thigh. Big inhale. And exhale. Flex through that foot. Relax through the outside of your hip. Nice deep inhale here. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And slowly bring yourself onto your palms. You're going to put a bend in your back knee. And then you're going to take that right hand like you're hitchhiking to grab onto the inside of the foot or to reach for the pants and then pull the heel in towards your seat. Releasing through the front part of your right hip flexor and your quad. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths, big inhale. And exhale, last one, big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Palms are going to plant. Use your toes to pull your hips towards you. And press yourself up and off of that hip as you step your foot back, and then send yourself right back into a down dog. Pedal out through your feet. Check in with your hips. And then slowly, you're going to wave yourself. So like you're rolling through your shoulders, and then come into your plank pose. Big inhale. Drop down to the knees. Lower all the way down to the chest and belly. Hands come out to the side. Like airplane wings, you can lift one voice or one leg and then the other. And then on the next inhale, hands, feet, arms, legs, all lift high off the mat. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. Last one, big inhale. Exhale, release. Release through the hips. Let them kind of swish and sway back and forth, side to side. Take the hands right next to the bust line and press right back into a child's pose. And again, check in with the tops of the hips. Shifting back and forth, side to side. Pull up and in on a low belly. Forehead comes down to the earth. Nice big breaths here. And slowly walk your hands back towards your knees. You're going to shift yourself over and onto your seat. Extend through that right leg, and then take the sole of the left foot to the inside of your thigh. Flex the toes in towards the face. And then inhale, arms come high. Exhale, let yourself come down and over the top of the thigh. As toes continue to flex in towards you. Wrap your muscles around your bones. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, walk yourself up that straight leg. Take your 2 peace fingers, same arm, same leg. You're going to come down the inside of the leg and hook on the outside of the ankle and the Achilles. And then sweep that opposite arm up and over as you roll open through the heart and the chest, and try to keep that left sit bone attached to the earth. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. Big inhale. And exhale, roll open through the heart and the chest. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, slowly pull yourself all the way back up. Take your right hand to your left knee. Left hand swings back behind, turn and twist, and look up past your left shoulder. Squeeze the thigh and the sole of the foot together to touch. And then release and take that left hand right beyond that left hip. And then you're going to sweep your hips up as you press down through the sole of your right foot. And then slowly bring yourself back down. One more time. Lift. Exhale, bring yourself back down. And then swap out your feet. Left leg comes long. Sole of that right foot to the inside of the thigh. Move and shift your seat back and forth, side to side if you need to. Turn the heart and the chest towards the top of that thigh, and then inhale. Arms come high. Exhale, down and over. Pull the crown of the head towards the top of the foot. Allow yourself to just relax and release into it. Letting go through that hamstring and through your glute. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly walk your hands up your shin. Take your 2 peace fingers and sail them down the inside of that leg. They hook underneath the ankle on the outside of the Achilles with the palm face up to the sky. Then you're going to sweep your right arm up and over. As you pull down through that right hip, rolling open through the heart and the chest. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, pull yourself all the way back up. Take that left hand to your right knee, spin it around, turn and look out past that right shoulder. Sit up through the crown of the head, Pull up through the chest a little bit more. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold one more time, big inhale. And then exhale, ground down through your right palm, and then you're gonna sweep your hips high to the sky, reach to the fingertips, and sweep yourself back down. Inhale, arms high. And then exhale, right back down. And then go ahead and slowly release. Take both of your legs nice and wide. You can move and shift your seat back and forth, side to side here. Crawl your fingertips out in front of you. You're thinking about creating some compression on the inside of the groin and the tops of the thighs. Hands can crawl you out into it as you engage your low belly, pull it up and in to protect your low back. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. 1 more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly walk your hands back towards you. Take your hands up underneath your knees and shimmy your knees to your center line. Soles of the feet come together to touch. Pull your heart and your chest forward, coming into it with a nice flat back. Elbows can lay on the inside of your knees. Keeping the balls of the feet squeezing together to touch. Big toes squeezing together to touch. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly pull yourself all the way back out. Hands to the outsides of the knees, pull them to your center line, extend the legs out in front of you. Move and shift your seat back behind you. Inhale, arms come high. And then exhale, come down and over the tops of the thighs. Relax and release through your glutes, your hamstrings. Big inhale here. And exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. Last one, big inhale. Exhale, slowly back yourself out of it. Scoop your seat forward. And then take yourself all the way down and onto your back, coming into your Shavasana. You can let your toes just kind of fall out to the side. If there's any final posture you want to do, happy baby, knees into chest. You have that option, back of the head and the skull, come all the way down to the earth. Palms come down to the side. Their face up to the sky to receive more energy. You can always turn them down to ground yourself a little bit more. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. Lengthen through the spine. Close your eyes. And allow yourself just to breathe here. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. So a little sentiment for us to take with us. And then round out the week. Focus. Point of attraction. Ask yourself the question of where is your focus and what do you want to create? Your point of attraction is the accumulation of all of your thoughts. Some you are aware of, some you are not. The latter are thoughts you have repeated so often that they have become beliefs and body memory. A point of attraction is more fluid than you think. It is an overarching energy of your collected ideas, active beliefs, and your personality. Change an idea or belief, and your point of attraction shifts. You sense the world around you through the filter of your attraction point. Imagine this point moving along a sliding track within you. To master yourself means to be able to move your view of reality at will. This can help you adjust and adapt to any situation. Stay in the center of love and on the path of your heart. And you can choose to feel into the flow or resist and hold yourself back. Either way, you'll be loved by your soul and the universe. Inspired reflections and actions to take. Respond to life. Never panic or react. Practice appreciation. When someone gives you a compliment this week, say thank you. It may have taken a lot of courage to say what they did. If you justify or react or reject their kindness, it may seem like you're diminishing them or dismissing them. Talk about what is going well in your life. Be silent about what is not going well. Your attention to the good will bring more of it to you. Lack of attention will allow the unwanted to fall away and leave more space for what you desire. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. The divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in me sees, honors, and reflects the divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in you, dear Robin, collectively in all of us. Thank you for sharing your practice with me this morning and for trusting me with your body, heart, spirit, and soul. When you leave your mat, be sure to go in peace. And remember to serve love always.